Secretly pulled out some aluminum foil. She wrapped up the half-eaten steak the customer had left behind. The customer turned around and saw her. She said, "It's for my dog." It was a little awkward, but it would save her the cost of dinner. The next day, she got up at 3 a.m. She went running by the ocean to build up her lung capacity. She didn't want to be a waitress for the rest of her life because her dream was to become a professional boxer. One day, the woman was practicing alone. The old man could tell at a glance that she was a beginner. The old man was the owner of this boxing gym and also a great trainer, but he never trained women. Faced with a rookie like her, the old coach just wanted to chase her away. But since she had already paid a year of tuition, the coach walked over to her and said, "Because you're too old." "I don't feel that old. You wouldn't start training to be a ballerina at 31 now, would you?" His words were harsh. The woman couldn't argue back. She lowered her head, a little sad, but her dream of becoming a professional boxer hadn't wavered in the slightest. The old coach was hot-tempered and stubborn. Years ago, his family had cut off contact with him. He often wrote them letters, but never received a single reply. As you can imagine, the old coach was hard to get along with. But he had his own dream too, and that was to train a world champion. He had been training a black boxer for years, counting on him to fight for the title. But after 8 years of fighting, he still hadn't sent him to a championship match. His reason was that he didn't yet have a guaranteed shot at winning. But the black boxer couldn't wait any longer. How many 8-year stretches does a person get in life? So he left the old man and found another manager. Before long, he won the championship belt. The old man sat in front of the TV, watching his former student, with tears welling up in his eyes. That night, the gym had already closed, but the sound of someone training drifted in. The old coach walked over. It was the woman, punching away in the corner. Her form wasn't quite right, but it revealed the defiance burning inside her. As they talked, the old coach learned that today was her birthday. His harshness faded, but the woman wasn't happy, because every birthday that passed meant her dream was slipping further away. "According to you, I'll be 37 before I can even throw a decent punch." Checked in this feedback room. With nowhere, I now realize maybe he's got simple treats. "I want to train him." Maybe it was her determination that moved the old man. He agreed to be her coach for now. The next day, her training began. Her foundation was practically non-existent, and she was already 32 years old. But there will always be people in this world willing to bet everything on their dreams. She used her waitressing job to practice her boxing footwork. Not only that, she also went running, jump rope, and played basketball. Driven by her obsession with boxing, she kept at it day after day. Under the old coach's guidance, she made fast progress. A few months later, she wanted to fight in a real match, but the old coach still carried the scars of losing his former student, so he picked some random manager for her and told her to do as she pleased. "We'll see, there you go. I should work on it, Joey." Soon, her first match arrived. With no real fight experience, she took a brutal beating. After a few rounds, the old coach finally couldn't stand it. He gave her a few quick pointers, and before long, she won the fight. In the locker room, the woman complained, "Check myself at all times. Good. You gave me away, how's that protecting me?" The old man was speechless for a moment. Then she asked again, "You gonna leave me again?" "Never." From that point on, the old man let go of his fears and began taking her to fights for real. Her stamina couldn't match the younger fighters, but with her explosive power, she defeated every lightweight opponent. She moved up to the heavyweight division. It was tougher, but she kept her winning streak alive. One day, her nose was broken by her opponent. The old man wanted to stop the fight, but the woman said, "I see what you can do. Fix it." "Look, I just have it. I can't stop the bleeding. The ring doctor's gonna call it." "Well, he's right here to stop the blood from bleeding." The old coach did as she asked, and sure enough, she won again. To celebrate her victory, the old coach gave her a fight robe. On the back of the robe, a single word was printed, Makushla. She asked the coach what the word meant, but he said, "I don't know. Something in Gaelic." As her matches went on, her fame kept growing. Makushla became her ring name, echoing around the world. Her skills improved by leaps and bounds until she reached the top tier of heavyweight contenders. Her outstanding performances caught the eye of a woman watching from the stands. She was the current heavyweight world champion, a boxer with no heart and a vicious fighting style. The woman wanted to challenge for the title because she had been waiting for this moment for a full 32 years. After some hesitation, the old coach agreed to let her enter. He knew that the woman now standing before him had what it took to make a run at the championship. The final showdown arrived. She put on the fight robe and made a commanding entrance. The bell rang. The two fighters were evenly matched. Her stamina quickly hit its limit. She needed to end the fight fast. Suddenly, as the round was ending, her opponent knocked her down with an elbow strike. Clearly, it was a foul. The old coach was furious. He knew that to fight dirty tactics like this, you sometimes have to fight fire with fire. So he told her to hit her opponent's tailbone. Sure enough, his tactic worked. She regained the upper hand. Her opponent had no way to fight back. Victory was within reach. Another round ended. The woman let her guard down and turned to walk back to her corner. But just then, She was on the verge of winning the championship, only to be sucker punched at the most critical moment. She broke her spine, paralyzed from the neck down. Her dream shattered completely. The old coach looked at her with an aching heart. He regretted ever teaching her to box, and even more, sending her into a title fight. But the woman blamed herself for letting her coach down, for not protecting herself in the ring. A few months later, her family finally showed up. They went to Disneyland first, and only then came by the rehab center, still wearing their Disney souvenir shirts, as if they had just stopped by on their way home. There wasn't a trace of sadness on their faces, because the real reason for their visit was to get her to sign a contract, handing over all the money she had saved over the years. But the woman was completely paralyzed. She couldn't sign anything. Her sister told her to hold the pen in her mouth and sign. Seeing all this, the woman was utterly heartbroken. In her anger, she drove them out. Now, the old coach was the only family she had left. Later, her wound became infected, and she had to have a leg amputated. She asked the old coach what Makushla really meant, but he said, "You lost the fight, so I'm not going to tell you." Later still, she asked the old coach for one final favor, to help end her suffering. In that moment, the old coach's heart broke. He refused her. The stubborn woman decided to do it herself. She bit her own tongue. The doctors stitched her up, and she bit it again. The doctors had no choice but to sedate her. The old coach couldn't bear to watch her torture herself any longer. He had no choice but to make a decision. That day, he picked up a syringe of adrenaline and walked toward her hospital room. Every step weighed on him, because he had to explain to her what Makushla meant.
It's my darling. My blood.
It turned out, all these years, the old coach had long thought of her as his daughter. When he finished speaking, he gently pulled out the oxygen tube. He kissed her on the cheek, and in that moment, I saw the tears in her eyes. After that, the old coach was never seen again. This is a heartbreaking story. Her effort paid off. She burned brightly for her dream. That kind of courage is something worth learning from. We often stumble and fall on the road to our dreams. The ending may be sad, but fortunately, she had her coach's love,